on the whole album, pretty much every song was done music first and lyrics later. There was a couple of exceptions, like Where'd You Go? The song Where'd You Go, I came up with the chorus and the piano at the same time. Oh, but that brings up an interesting point, that I actually, on the record, I wrote all of the singing hooks. So when it came to Holly's part, when it came to John Legend's part, I basically played them the thing and said, you know, I'm thinking of having you sing this. Are you open to that idea? And because these people, you know, like I said, because these people, I know these people, they're friends of mine, they're more open to that idea. They kind of, you know, I think if I had asked a person I completely don't know to sing something that I wrote for them, sometimes it might be a little bit fishy. But in the case of, you know, in the case of these songs, the music kind of just told me, you know, this is what the hook should sound like, and I'd sing the hook on there. And then once that happened, it would occur to me, you know, on this song I need a more soulful vocal like John's. On this song I need a female vocal like Holly's. I worked on most of the stuff on the Fort Minor album at home first. I have a studio at home. I have a ton of keyboard gear and guitars and basses. I actually bought some percussion gear for this. I bought some percussion pieces for this album, because even when it came down to like the tambourine, like I've got 100 tambourine sounds on my keyboard, but I wanted to, like I said, you know, I wanted to make this a kind of a hand-played, more just to have that groove of playing it by hand, you know, and doing a keyboard in a lot of these cases like didn't make sense to me. So I'd go down to the store, buy a tambourine, bring it back, set up a microphone, and sit there and do it, you know. Sounds stupid, but it's like little things like that. When they add up, they mean a lot in the big picture of an album. When I'm working with other artists, I always look for things I can learn, techniques I can learn from. Like when we did the Linkin Park album Reanimation, that's kind of where I first met Black Thought from the Roots, and a number of other people too. It's just like you get in the studio with people and they've got a different attack. Like I know Black Thought, he tends to get faded and then like really get in, you know, it's kind of, he's almost like the Jimi Hendrix of rap, you know what I mean? And it works so well. Like his verse is one on the song Right Now is one of the best verses in my opinion. I think it's one of his best verses, and it's on, you know, my record, so that's great. Whereas like a guy like Lupe Fiasco, who's a friend of mine, he just like basically goes off the top of his head the whole time. He doesn't write anything down. He kind of takes a cue from Jay in that sense. So when it comes time for me to write stuff, be it Fort Minor or Linkin Park, I kind of take those ideas and like maybe, you know, if I'm having trouble writing a part, I'll just, you know, I stop and I'll just try and just get on the mic and try and like get through it off the top of my head. And a lot of times little things like that will help you get over writer's block. The Fort Minor show is definitely something I hope people get a chance to see. My philosophy with the Fort Minor shows is quality over quantity, which is to say we're not going to play that many shows. But when we do play, it's going to be a big deal. We have a group of 11 plus people on stage. It's me, Ryu, Tak, and DJ Cheap Shot from Styles of Beyond. Beat Down is our drummer. We got 3 string players. We got 3 backup vocalists. Plus, on some shows, Holly Brooke joins us to sing Where'd You Go? And then on this tour, we've got Eric Bobo from Cypress Hill playing Latin percussion. So that's 13 people. Somebody who just came to the show the other day reviewed it. In the review, they said we gave the kids a $50 show for a $20 ticket price. And that is exactly what I was hoping we would be doing.